Hello, welcome to the Manifest Wisely channel on YouTube. It is a late night when I'm doing this read, if that matters to you. I am a little bit of a night owl myself, so sometimes doing tarot helps me relax and tap into these energies and maybe kind of see what messages are out there that might be useful. I may mention some signs if they come through or if the cards pop up, but as always, there's lots of information online about your chart. I'd check it out if you're interested in that portion of what might pop up in this reading. Spirit, what do we have? Okay. I'm gonna move this over here. We're gonna do a Celtic cross. I just got that message. Thank you. Dear, and of course now my nose starts running. It always happens. You know what? And I want to say too that like somebody else said that the other day on a reading that I happened to watch, but it's literally like a couple videos ago I said something about, it's gross that I was like blowing my nose and then had, handling the cards or whatever. And, first out, y'all, 10 of Swords. Somebody out of lies, out of excuses, out of time, out of everything. Like, this is the finito. It's not even the final countdown. It's like after the final countdown. And then, it's like at the end of the movie when there's just like this random, like, rickety, something going by and like scooping up the bodies. Okay, this is so for whoever this message is for, that is kind of the state of the situation, or, I'm not going to say you, because the thing with manifesting is that it's here to teach you that things can change. Things are temporary. Even from a religious standpoint, like impermanence. Okay, not being attached to the things in the 3D. The money, the cars, the the fancy designer clothes or whatever. Those things, sure, they can be enjoyable. It's, going beyond. So, let's figure out what is crossing this Ten of Swords, please, for this completely, possibly specific collective. I mean, I don't know. Because who out here is going to be like, I'm going to claim this Ten of Swords? Right? What the fuck? No. Knight of Wands. Now you're gonna hate me because I thought the thought and I thought again because I was thinking about doing a specific Scorpio reading, so my apologies if you're a Scorpio and you're with this one. Knight of Wands, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Fun and feisty, and yeah, after feeling like all hope is gone and lost, right? A little fun and feisty, right? Knocking on the door. Okay. Galloping away. In the foundation. Whoa! Ain't no stopping us now. All right, you were like, I've got this. I'm cool, right? So I feel like this Ten of Swords, and maybe this is you, like getting back up on the horse, okay? And this could come in the form of, a fire sign or somebody kind of coming to help you. Maybe this is, a friendship, that you might have. But, in a way, getting back up on that horse so that you can recognize that, no matter what happens, like, you are a worthy individual, right? Like, You know, some people think like that their career is like the only thing that defines them, and then if they don't have that, then they lose their sense of identity, right? Like you are a whole person regardless of, you know, these circumstances that you might be in that cause kind of this 10 of swords moment for you, and this sun is here to heal those wounds that have been opened up, um, and potentially by poor communication, considering they are swords, right? And that's about the talkies, right? Swords are about, you know, intellect, communication, and, you know, and things don't go your way. It ain't what you want to hear, right? In that moment, yeah. But, okay, you're being eliminated here, yeah. So you've had to do some thinking about this. Yep. Had to sit and think about it a little bit. I'm getting another kind of divine masculine. This is kind of a masculine image, I feel like, on this card, too. Like, this really feels, you know, like Moses went up on the, you know what I mean? Like, hey, God, can we have a talk right now? You know, like the Lieutenant Dan moment, right? You know, it's like it's stormy, and he's like pissed off, and he's like, why isn't my life turning out? You know, and he's, you know, kind of cursing at God and all these kind of crazy things, right? Like he had to have his moment, okay? Because, yeah, things don't always turn out. It sucks. It's a human reaction for it to feel like it sucks. You know? So I feel like, you know, for where you're at right now, this is in the recent past. So if you're, you know, potentially not quite there yet, I feel like Spirit's saying don't be afraid of those emotions, okay? And again, this Knight of Wands is here to kind of help you, like, bring up into it, okay? And, you know, this could even be like going to the gym, you know what I mean? And like stuff like that. So, oh man, my chai latte, I love it so much. I buy that concentrate stuff from the store, and then I mix it with, well, I'm doing skim milk right now, but normally I have oat milk that I like to use. It's super creamy. It tastes so good. And it's way cheaper than Starbucks. Although Starbucks, if you would like to, send me some free coupons for coffee from the chai tea latte. I don't even drink coffee. It's the chai tea latte. It's so good. And they have the foam on there, but, you know, then at the store, then I'll get the whipped cream. So then I'll whip cream it at home. But the only thing with that is the dog knows that whipped cream sound. So be prepared, you know, to be giving your dog a taste of that whipped cream every time you get into it, right? I'll be like sneaking a shot of whipped cream out. Hoping the dog don't hear me. There she come. Click, 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 click. You know, here. You ain't fooling me. Oh, man. It's like, who needs a diet when you have a dog for your accountability partner, right? Like, didn't you just put something in your mouth and now you're not giving me a treat? And it's like, oh boy. Yeah, right? All right, well, thank you for listening, but back to the reading, right? Eight of Pentacles in your vision, in your crown here, crowning this situation. So it's very stable, and let's keep going. I think that's all we need to say at this moment. And that's double, and I just heard, you know, it's double the Four of Pentacles, which is about stability as well. But this is multiplied stability, right? The Four of Pentacles can be kind of, you know, and miserly is the word, but you know what I'm saying, like frugal, things like that. But with the Eight of Pentacles, that's like my hard work is paying off. Like I'm maintaining. It's like maintaining and, you know, starting to grow, okay? Where else are we at, Spirit, in this upcoming for this collective, please? Thank you. The Star, 17. 17's been coming out a lot lately. And this is Aquarius, by the way. So there's that signage stuff that I mentioned earlier. So if you are an Aquarius or dealing with Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart in one of your placements, this may apply to you. But a time of healing, a time of growth, a time of expansion is coming to you. Okay? So I feel like this Knight of Wands, this kind of like kick in the butt here, is definitely, you know, this is the person that's like gonna drag you on the dance floor or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, or drag you to the gym or be like, come on, let's go for a walk. Like, that's this person. Okay? That's definitely what I'm feeling here. And, you know, even though the star here, this Aquarius, and Aquarius is always connected to water, it is an air sign. So there's, you know, a lightness here. It's a newness, you know. It's like you're seeing things for the first time. But, you know, with new eyes, okay? All right, keep going. Spirit said. Apparently, I was taking too long on that one. My apologies. Bossy up in here today, right? Okay. And now for our next trick. Let's see. What's mapping up with this Ten of Swords here for the collective, okay? How are we feeling about this? How are we feeling about this? What's going on here? Tell me more about this collective spirit. 5 of Wands. So yeah, you've been feeling some heat. Is this 5 of Wands like part of this Knight of why did I say Knight of Swords? Knight of Wands gang that's like, hey, come on, let's go. So it's definitely a busy energy. You know what I mean? Like, you've definitely felt like the push and pull of just like people around you. You know, this could be your coworkers, this could be your family, you know, people even that you see socially, like, you know, maybe through your church or something. Like, you know, we all get into ruts, and then sometimes we kind of end up like butting heads, right? And it's like, maybe, you know, we're just going to do something different this week, and then we'll go back to our regularly scheduled program. Page of Pentacles in your environment. So there's definitely options out here for you. Whether or not these options are going to be worth your time is going to be another thing, because you already have the 8 of Pentacles here, but if you add this, then you're at 9, and that's, I mean, you know, when you're on cruise, that's the perfect speed, right? That means your gas tank's full, you know, your AC's working, or, you know, you got the T-tops off, whatever it is, and you're doing fine. Yeah, does Tesla make a car with T-tops yet? There's that one, though, where they, like, the doors open on the side. The first time I saw that, it was, like, at a Dairy Queen, and it looked like a freaking spaceship. I was like, oh, my God, what is happening right now? You know? It's like, this is ice cream is good. It's like, is this some intense brain freeze? What's happening? It was some Back to the Future stuff, like, you know, the DeLorean car. I was like, what is that? You know, I hadn't seen anything like that before. The Strength card, Leo. Hopes and fears. Hoping or fearing that your strength will what? Abound, abide. Who's to say? I guess it depends who you're dealing with. Aquarius. I want to say Aquarius. I feel like this might be tied into Aquarius somehow. So, my apologies to the Scorpios that, you know, want to pop up in everybody's reading, but apparently this one ain't your... I mean, don't fret. You could have a Leo or Aquarius in your chart somewhere, so... What's in the outcome here, Spirit, before I get Watch me pull a Scorpio card. Y'all be like, that's what you get for messing. That's what you get. You know, there was something, King of Wands. Ooh. What do you get when you mess with the King of Wands? Leo, okay. Sagittarius and Aries. Feisty, good looking, entertaining. This could be you, and especially if you are a divine masculine, I guess, too, because this had some masculine energy, and here this isn't the outcome. So maybe this is part of your energy here, this King of Wands. All right. All right, bottom of the deck. Good old and trusting Knight of Pentacles. Good Lord. Two of Pentacles. King of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. I don't know why this read was feeling a little watery, a little bit heavy. I think it's just because this 10 of Swords popped up like it did. I'm going to keep pulling here and see how well this will let me record. But I am going to make sure to shuffle on camera because it's like I couldn't even make it up if I tried, and why would I want to? You know what I mean? Like, you've seen my views. It's just how it be over here, okay? You know? Sometimes. Gotta take it in rhyme. Sometimes. Gotta take it in stride. Sometimes. Gotta make yours mine. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't know why I heard 3 of Cups. Too many. Too many. 3 of Cups. So if you have been in a 3 of Cups third-party situation, I mean, is that what this is? This Knight of Wands versus this King of Wands? I kind of feel like almost this is still that friendly kind of, you know, just like, hey, bucko, get up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like this Knight of Wands is a third party here. Now, this 5 of Wands, everybody competing for your time. And don't forget they're, you know, pushing sticks in your face. That's exactly why this here in your environment, it's like, okay, you want to give me this pentacle, but you know what, bro? I got 8 over here. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not going to turn down, like, something that's good for me, but, like, do I need that right now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? Because before this popped up, you were doing just fine. So maybe that's what this strength is. It's like you're not sure if you're going to be strong enough to make it through this kind of... And I suppose for some folks, you know, that's like kind of some of the financial concerns that are going on right now with inflation and things like that, right? Okay. You know, and that's something that you know, that's... It's not like you can prevent something like that from happening, okay? That's an external, it's like, you know, a natural disasters, right? You know. Now, can you be prepared for things? Yes. Can you learn new skills that can potentially help you? Yes. And that's kind of going to be what this star energy is about, because it's going to be, like I said, looking with new eyes, you know, discovering yourself, rediscovering yourself. Rebirth, renewal, okay? Read all about it. Maybe you're going to be reading a book. Maybe that was your New Year's resolution. Ace of Cups on the bottom of this deck. I need to, you know, this, I feel like I didn't shuffle this properly because that Ace of Cups keeps, well, maybe it's meant to pop out. See? You know, and here I go, just shuffling away. Let's navigate this. Sort. Navigate. Clarify, please. The seaworthy vessel. Oh my God. The Lovers. First card, the strongest on the clarifying. Gemini. Was it a Gemini that broke your heart? Or is it a Gemini that's going to help you pick back up here? How about that? What becomes of the broken-hearted? All right, whatever this happened with this Gemini here, okay? Whether they're the new person or the old person, it don't matter, because you're going to have this fire here, and that's going to help you get up, all right? It's not going to let you sit. All right, I got to take another sip of this. You know, I don't want it to get cold. Then I'm only like reheating like, you know, a third of a cup, you know, and then it doesn't taste right afterwards. It's like it gets reheated too much. I don't know. Anyway, clarify this Sun card, please. Super heavy energy. I'm really feeling this Three of Swords, y'all. Six of Cups. Twin Flame Journey, okay? Because on top of this Sun, this is like whatever happened here, and you know, maybe the result is this Three of Swords for you with this Lovers, but you're like, I know who I am. I'm returning to me. You know, shine a little light on yourself, right? See how it feels. And not that I'm at, you know, it just know, you know, tanning can cause cancer, but you know, sometimes that tanning booth bed, whatever, feels kind of good. I'm just saying. It's like the vitamin D thing that I was talking about earlier. Did I mention that already in this video? Anyway, it is the season. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things took a spin, all right. Spin you out into nomad's land. You're like, screw this. I don't even want to talk to anybody. Let me scream into the abyss. See what else the world has for me. Is that what's going on here with this Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, you're like, spin it again. Spin it again. You know, there's this meme that one of the tarot cards readers posted, and it's like, I shuffled the cards 3 times. Like, he's not coming back. Like, it's the same, it gets the same result. And that's what I feel like this was for you, this wheel. It's like you kept spinning and spinning, and it was just like, I cannot do this anymore. I have to stop. And that's why you went off here, you know? And you're like, I don't care if I end up looking like that Forrest Gump dude when he's like, one day I just started running. You know, he's like, I don't want to talk to anybody. You know, I get it. And maybe that's why here you're so focused on this Eight of Pentacles. Because you're like, I'm going to get back to what I know how to do, you know, and get to work, and that's where I'm going to shine. That's why the Star card's coming up over here. All right, who needs this pep talk today? I'm on a roll now. Now I'm all fired up. Is this Knight of Wands here right in the middle? Oh, good Lord. Yep, okay, thank you. First things first, Justice. You could have some Libra in your chart, dealing with the Libra. So it is going to feel like sweet justice on this Eight of Pentacles, because you're like, I built this. I'm, you know, being successful here. I'm moving on, right? And doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, you know, this Wheel of Fortune here, this karmic wheel, it's, you know, things are going to be, you have your eye and focus on balance and like what that means for your life. Like you're, and again, 8, you know, that was the double of the 4 again. So it was like, you know, at one time it felt kind of like, it was like this seed, but now that it's grown beyond, it just feels like it's easier to balance, right? Okay, like, you know, the high wire walkers, right? Which, you know, and well, I was either that or the trapeze that I wanted to do, you know, both were like super dangerous stuff. Anyway, well, I mean, working with lions is pretty dangerous too. Anyway, to general public, So anyway, when they were doing the High Wire Act, and they had those really long beams, right, to balance, the balance bars. So, the sometimes the performers would walk across and they didn't have one, and they're just balancing with their arms, but their arms aren't as long, right? So it's like it was harder for them to balance, right? But now that they have more, it was easier, right, for them to balance. So I feel like that's what this Eight of Pentacles is. It's finally growing to the point where you're feeling, and I just heard the word justified too. So I don't know if for somebody it's kind of like if you've been like arguing over money or like the direction of like your finances or something, you're finally getting to go the direction that you feel is justified and just for your situation, okay? And it's getting easier because it is you've taken care of what you need to. All right. That could be again why you have a lot of this competing energy, because people see you as successful and they're like, "Hey, they want to pick your brain." But and some people ask to do that. Oh, Chariot, Cancer. There's your as above, so below. So, yeah, I guess, some of the overall theme here is about coming back into alignment, the way this is laid out. And, yeah, this time that you're going to be discovering yourself, a lot of times people are afraid to like go through some of these changes and stuff, but if you're doing it with a good heart and stuff, like things may not end up perfect, but like if you're not trying to harm other people, like you're going to have the universe here, like it almost looked like a knife, but I think it's a wand, but it's kind of like the universe here will kind of like do a little, like maybe this road's closed, but then like you see that this side road's open. You know what I mean? It's like when one door closes, God opens a window, right? Like there's possibilities here to maneuver, and you're going to be maneuvering again, maybe in ways that you're not used to, but it's not going to be so foreign that because you're where you're headed, it's going to feel like this as above, so below. It's going to connect with your vision, okay? Oh my goodness. Sometimes these messages, folks, takes a lot out of you. Okay. Maybe that's why some of the readers pause and then have to edit their video, because I tell you what. And I give props to the people that do the lives, because that's a lot of energy flying around. Those people know how to protect themselves, I would say. So that's the thing too, is like, and I don't want to say like spells or whatever, but just like keeping, like if you're into crystals and stuff, like this is black obsidian, it's, kind of for protection, it's kind of, a little paperweight. It's nice, it's smooth. It's just, it's just something that's pleasing and, yeah, natural as well. Okay. So 5 of Wands, clarify spirit. Yeah. One more time. Thank you. One more time. Oh. 4 of Cups. Yeah, everybody wants your time, right? But then, where are they? Right? Where are they? And you're like, not paying attention to what you need to be doing. Because everybody snapped up your time. And then you're looking at all these cups and being like, well, I wanted to have this done and this done and this done. Well, you know what? Start here. Start with 1, right? You know, that's one of those things where people will talk themselves out of they'll talk themselves out of success because they're too afraid to even take one step towards anything. Right? You know, it's like, well, I don't have $1 million right now. Well, it takes at least $1 to start, okay? And then you go from there. You know, the scratch off lotto ticket thing doesn't work for everybody. Okay? The lottery retirement plan. All right. The world card. Chapters that are over and chapters that are beginning. You're going to have to decide who's in these chapters. And people that are offering you business deals are these people. These pentacles here are these people that you want to be in business with, okay? So you see how he's thinking over it, all right? This is the page. However, he's like, it's almost, and I don't know why I feel like it's withholding. There's something weird here. Spirit, let's clarify the strength card, please. Please see if I can get through this video for the time. Okay. Ace. What did I say earlier about that Ace of Cups? See, some of the cards are just meant to come out. This is heavy. This is that water. This is that water energy too. Yeah. You're like, how strong do I have to be? Where is my love? Mm-hmm. Right here on, yeah, because it's right here on top of the strength card. Yeah, exactly. Oh, God, I had that. The Donna Summer. I don't know. That's dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's got that kind of techno-y, I guess. It's like a keyboard bass line, I feel like. Anyway, King of Wands, clarify. Yes. 5 swords. Holy smokes. Somebody is not telling the truth. Okay. See, you got the Ten of Swords here. Again, and that's where we started. It's exactly where we started. So, King of Wands, what's going on? Right? What kind of strength are you going to need in this outcome? Is this a karmic King of Wands trying to come back into your life, knowing that you're looking for love in your life, seeing that you're getting justice, wanting to be a part of your new chapter? But what are they about on this Five of Swords? Are they about making time for you, or are they about taking up your time? Right? Know the difference? Between, you know, people that want to spend time with you and then, you know, where are their priorities? Moon card underneath this. So yeah, breaking up of that illusion of everything's hunky-dory wherever you go. And it's not always, you know, you're going to run into conflict. But here's that Knight of Wands again. It just keeps going, right? So Spirit really wants you to take some time and decide about how you're going to handle, like, this Leo, this strength, right? You know, you could have Leo in your chart. So, yeah. All right. I got to get out of this. Let's do a messages from the light, please, Spirit. Thank you. I haven't pulled from this deck for a while. Have mercy. Alrighty. Gratitude. Attitude of gratitude. Going into 2023, right? That's where we want to be. Looking at our abundance. Yes. Looking at the gifts of justice. Looking at our hard work. Looking at the renewal of the star. Getting where we need to go with the chariot. Seeing the beauty of ourselves inside. I have a whole clip about Whitney Houston, okay? Don't make me sing Whitney Houston again. But I will probably repost that clip now that I said that. It's pretty good. The greatest love of all, folks. I used to play that on piano. I think I still have the sheet music somewhere. One more. Since your host here keeps chatting away. I mean, it says it's going to cut off at 40 minutes. So, 40 minutes and 10 seconds to be precise. So, pretty long video to upload to YouTube though. But I've seen readings go, but some of those are lives. So, and I don't have enough subscribers to do live yet. Insight. Overall patience. Yes. I want to see I'm going to get some insight on the insight. Many things are best understood with eyes closed. Look within and insights will come. Like, is it written on my eyelids? No. But, having some stillness, having some quiet time. Like I said, thinking over things before you sign contracts and, give people money and vice versa, right? Be upfront with people about what you want from them, right? What kind of chapter are you writing here? So many people string things along without being clear. So how, giving yourself some insight about, what things really mean and how you want to approach them is going to help you in 2023. All right. I feel like that is the message now. Gratitude. Since I have this book out here, I will read it as well. Gratitude that anything at all exists is a miracle. Be thankful for each breath, each sensation. Gratitude is the first step toward, not the consequence of, receiving. Gratitude is the first step toward receiving, not the consequence of receiving. Okay. So what that means, right? Because I understand, so I'm saying this and not, you don't see this written out. Sometimes people comprehend different things better, when they're actually reading it. But so Spirit's saying, being grateful in the universe, when you have that gratitude, even for the simplest things, then you're going to be blessed back, right? It's not about the act of, although it is a nice thing to do to say thank you when somebody gives you something, right? But it's not just about that, like I was talking about earlier, the accumulation of things and saying, I'm going to be grateful because I asked for this, therefore I'm going to say thank you. There's the sincerity there becomes a little questionable. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to read this again so I don't muck it up. Gratitude is the first step toward, not the consequence of, receiving. Right? Because everyone's receiving, worthy of receiving love, right? Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I hope this connects with whoever needs it, and if it does connect with you, please subscribe, help spread these messages to those that need them. Again, here we have Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, and Gemini, and Libra. Also the Sun, which is for all signs, but also heavily on Leo's side. And we did have the King of Wands, which is the fire signs, and the Knight of Wands. We also have this